Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. I know it's been a week, but I was with the family. I enjoyed, every minute of my little break. But we're back and we have to play catch up now. That's the only thing that I don't like about taking any time away from the camera. Because getting back to it, you have to try to jump back in. And, it's difficult. I got 2 children running around here. I hope they stay up there. I hope nobody tries to come down and make an appearance. But let's just keep it rolling for that reason alone. We're here for PowerBookII, go season 1, episode 8, Family First. This is late. I still have to watch the latest episode. And so when I'm finished with this, I'm going to watch that. And I have to watch Potomac. And I ain't watching Real Housewives of Atlanta because I know it's a filler. It's like some kind of special. Anyway, let's get power going. So we open with Tariq. He got the re-up. And Braden, is telling him they'll make more money selling cocaine. And Tariq is, of course, he's standing firm. We're not selling cocaine, pills, and weed is our judge. So that's what we gonna stay. That's our lane. We staying in our lane. It's homecoming week, so a lot of people are on campus, and they think that, that's when the sales are really, up, during homecoming week. And I'm sure it is, parties, all that sort of thing. Tariq gets to class, and Professor Oliver, Carrie, and Jabari are standing up there. They're basically introducing the parents to the colonial studies and, what it entails and all of that sort of thing. And Jabari, gets there and starts talking about the reading. And the parents chime in. Light-skinned Keisha mama is real loud, real hood, just like her. So the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. Lauren's mama is snooty. But we knew that because we met her, So we knew she was going to be answering questions. And I feel like she was kind of eyeing Jabari a little bit. Maybe that was just me. But Mama was doing a lot in class. Of course, Tariq's parents, could not be there. I feel like Grandma could have been there. Jabari is still addressing Tariq, trying to pull something out of him. Because he swears up and down that Tariq is sleeping with Carrie. He presses him after class as well. And, is questioning what, you can trust me, let it all out. I still feel like you're hiding something. Does it have to do with your parents? Just really pressing the issue. And Tariq is not giving him anything. He's alluding to something, but, and leaving room for Jabari to make assumptions like he is. But still, it has nothing to do with Carrie. Too Big, he out the pen now, and he show up to this lady house. She coming out to her house, and she turned around and it's Lunell. Lunell is Spanky's mama, and she's like, "Did you get out? Did you snitch too? Cause I done heard that's how Spank got out. That's how they got him." He like, "No, I ain't no snitch. It ain't nothing like that." But he give her a wad of cash. Tell her, "I'm gonna take care of you. I got you. You ain't got to worry about it." Zeke pops up at Carrie's office, trying to hug and kiss. And she's like, wait a minute. Here at the school, I'm for Professor Milgram. Don't be just rolling up to my office like that. What are you doing? He want to sit down and talk because he's nervous about his game coming up. He got scouts coming to see him. He's trying to get into the NBA. And he wants to sit down and talk to her. And she gives him a little bit of advice. And, appeases him a little bit. And when she, rushes him on out, he, "Can I see you later?" "No, you cannot see me later. Not tonight. I have something going on. I'll call you." And he gonna say, "Not if I call you first." Crazy. Tariq runs into Lauren and her parents, and Mama throwing shade. So they wouldn't let your mother out for, a little bit of time to, come down to the school. They wouldn't give her a little visitation. Girl, okay. And then what's the girl named Effie? That she pops up while Tariq and Lauren are in, the room or whatever. And, of course, that makes Lauren mad because now she feel like it's another one of Tariq's hoes. Which it was. But she don't know that. And she leaves, of course. And Effie, rubbing it in. She don't care. She there to make some money because it's homecoming and she already know that money is to be made, and she got the coke. So she trying to get in with Tariq 50-50. And of course Tariq's like, I don't sell coke, I don't sell drugs, I don't do that no more, I'm not about that life. No, not gonna happen. And sends her on her way. 2-Bit on the campus, and he run into Lauren and her parents and asks, where can he find the freshman dorm? And she asking all kind of questions. You don't look old enough. You don't look old enough to be somebody's parent. So, like, who are you here to see? Mind your business. I mean, thank you for asking because, you got to do your due diligence sometimes because people are crazy. But it's still not her place. But anyway, she tells him where the freshman dorm is. He asks about Tariq. And, she's like, St. Patrick. Oh, yeah, I know him. His dorm is over there. LaFever Hall. That's a dorm on Cookman's campus. He over there in the dorm. That's where his dorm is. Room number and everything. Don't tell him I sent you. Jabari meets with I think this is his publicist, publicist. He right now he done took something from Tariq. Done took Tariq's story and now he trying to turn that into a book. And the publicist wants, the ending of it. It's like I can sell this, but there's no ending, so I'm gonna need you to give me an ending. 2-Bit pops up on Tariq in his room, guns drawn out. You owe me, your daddy owed a debt, and so now you owe me the debt. Where's my money? And Tariq is like, I ain't got no money. He tried to give him a little bit of cash, but it's probably like $500. He's like, listen, what am I supposed to do with that? I want $24K. I'm like, $24K? That's such a... Who just thinks of, I want $24,000? 24? But anyway, he want his money, and he wanted in 24 hours. He wanted the very next day. Tariq goes to see the family attorney, Elvin, Elvin from the Cosbys. And, he wants, an advance on the money. And, of course, Elvin is like, not going to happen. The stipulations of this will, and we are going to honor it. So you will not be getting any money. And he's like, well, I don't want it all. I just want a little bit of it. I think he wanted, I forgot how much he wanted, but he ain't going to give it to him no way. He even tell him he in danger. And Elvin like, do I need to call the police? Oh, no, don't do that. But I do need this money. He tells him that he's being sued. He ain't giving him the money. Tariq calls Tasha. But, of course, he doesn't want her to know why he needs the money so fast. But, he does need the money. Because he asking, is there any, drops anywhere where he can find some, some extra cash. And then he asks, how do you work with somebody that you don't trust? And, she tells him, a little story, gives him a little anecdote about she and James and how when she found out he was cheating, she had to basically just make him trust her. And she had to use that Jedi mind trick, and I guess it worked for her. I don't know, but that's the advice she gives him in regards to like how he's supposed to move with Effie. Jabari reads Tariq's paper. We see him. He's reading the words, and he still think that the boy is talking about Tariq. He's sitting there, wheels turning, getting all flustered and hot and all bothered, and it's like, you are worked up over nothing, Jabari, because he is not talking about Carrie. Anyway, Tariq meets with Effie, and he tells her, that he needs to pay his mother's lawyer fees, so he's down. He'll get in with her. And of course, she pushes up on him, tells him that he can trust her. Of course, she gets him out of his clothes, and now they screwing, and he back in with Effie. When Tariq and Effie part ways, Tariq leaves, and Jabari's outside, and he follows Tariq because he, of course, thinks he going to Carrie. He follow him, right, jotting and following and jotting and following, and he follows him all the way to this motel, thinking that it's gonna be Carrie, and of course it's Drew. And he gets gets the drugs from Drew, and so now he sees what is really going on with Tariq, and he goes to start typing and start to making notes and all of that sort of thing, and then he goes to try to text what's the lady name, Carrie, like a warning, and decides not to, because he also gets a call from that publicist, editor, whoever it is, saying, oh, they loved it, they just need an ending. And so now he's like, oh, I got to finish the story, so I can't turn him in just yet. So he gonna retract all of that for just a minute, but I'm sure he still assumes that Tariq and Carrie have something going on. Kane and his goons, they getting ready to send one of their men to kill Tariq. Got him all amped up. He's gonna go to the homecoming game and get him alone and snuff him on out. And he working. It's the GTG boys. That's who Kane working with to, he making them think, oh, Tariq trying to take our place. Monet put you out to bring him in. Like it's him against us. What we gonna do? So he done got them real revved up just because he don't like Tariq. He feels replaced by Tariq. He ain't shit. Tariq and Effie, they make $50K. So they make a whole, I think 50 or 15. 15 sound more realistic. But I don't know. This is a white school. And a rich one at that. So if they buying coke, they buying a lot of it. So they probably made $50K. But she wants to make it a thing. She like, Braylon, let's do this. You see how much money we can make? We can go to different campuses. Like, this could be our thing. Let's do it. You and me, Bonnie and Clyde. And Tariq gets a text from Too Big, so he got to go because he got to go give that man his money. And Effie tells, she says, I think I'm going to stay a little bit. I'm going to stay a few more days. Girl, go on back to school. Go on back to school. Anyway, Zeke talks to Carrie, and she asks him how he feels about his game because he on his way. That this is like on the quad. So she's trying to keep it real professional, real student teacher like. So how what you feel about the game? Okay, you're gonna do well. We're all rooting for you. But right when she tried to get in a little bit close, Monet come walking up like, okay. And you are? So is this the professor that put you on academic probation? Oh, no. That's not me. This is my advisor, Carrie. And Monet was like, first name basis? Okay, got my good eye, got my cat eye on Carrie. That's Monet's whole disposition. She just don't trust the lady. And you shouldn't. Because she's something. She a piece of work. I don't want to really call her Jezebel because I don't know her like that. But she a piece of work. Monet gives him a Rolex. Have a good game. You earned it. You deserved it. The people are here to watch you. So do your thing. The family is here. We all got your back. Brayden walks up on Tariq on campus, and tells him about how his sister and brother, because Brayden and his family had lunch. And Trace and his sister was so high. Trace more so, because he done had a nosebleed at the table. He coked up, high up on coke, and got it on campus. And so Brayden is running back to Tariq like, somebody is on our campus, on our turf, selling coke. Now, I told you we were supposed to be getting in on this. That's our money. We got to go back and we got to get our money. We got to figure out who this is. And he's like, I wonder if it's Effie. We playing her school. Tariq lies, of course. And it's like, oh, no, it's not Effie. It's not Effie. I don't know who that is, but I ain't selling no coke. Really, Tariq? Okay. At the game, Zeke warming up. And, he looking out in the crowd or whatever. The whole family is there. Monet and Diana and Drew and Kane. And when Everett, he come bouncing through and sees Drew out in the stands, he look at him a little bit, and Drew kind of give him a look. And Kane is looking in his face like, yep, that's his man. That's his man. And Kane, I love Kane. Like, I love Kane. But I don't know. I don't know about Kane. He's like, he's going to be something else because, well, we'll get there. Anyway, Tariq and Tariq is waiting at the door, and he's texting Too Big because they're gonna meet. For him to give him that money, and he notices the GTG boy. He notices him because the boy is standing there all obvious, looking dead at Tariq, staring at him. Both of them on their phone, and Tariq is he notices it, but I don't think that he processes what's really about to happen. So he just texts Tariq, meet me, outside or whatever. And when he goes back into the game, he goes and sits right next to Monet. And of course, Kane's sitting there glaring at him all mad. Like, you gonna really sit with the family? Like, you ain't family. You ain't a part of this family. I'm sure all of that was running through his head while he was burning a hole in the back of his head. But anyway, Diana's skinning and grinning. Hey, Tariq. Girl, relax. Tariq tells Monet that he running low on weed, and she's like, I got you. Got you after the game. The weed is in. I got you. Kane overhears the fact that he needs more weed and all that. Kane ain't here for Tariq. He gets that text from Too Big, and he tells the family that he's gonna go and go to the concession stand. Of course, now Kane got a smile on his face because he think Tariq about to go, and meet his demise. And when he goes and he sees that dude is following him, the dude start, running. So Tariq start running, and now he runs, and runs to the pool area. Before that though, he texts Too Big, meet me at the pool, because he knew what was up. So I'm gonna run this hitman all the way down here where nobody can see nothing, and I'm gonna get him before he get me. They start fighting, of course, because, they run into the little pool area. It's abandoned and deserted. And Tariq picks up this pole and hits the man. Well, he ain't no man. Hits the boy. And, they tussling or whatever. And the guy got a knife. And, he's about to get him. And then, of course, Too Big comes in at the nick of time. Bops him upside the head. And I thought that he was done. The way their head swung around, I thought the boy was dead. But he wasn't. Tariq, of course, got to go through his stuff, looking at his phone and all of that. And at the same time, Too Big got done drugged the boy to the pool and dunked his head in the water. So now he's drowning the boy. And Tariq is like, damn, man, I don't know who this is. He's like, who is it trying to kill you? I don't know. He look at the phone. They saying, is it done? Like, they asking, did he kill me? And the boy has drowned by now. And then so Too Big take the phone and take a picture of the boy and sends it back like, nope. Oh no, he sends it back and says, yep, it's done, but to him, next time send 2, 3, 4, 5 niggas. And of course, Tariq just wants to run back in the game. He's like, wait a minute, hold up, nigga, you need to wipe your fingerprints off of everything. And so he does that and runs out. Too Big handles the rest. Tariq gets back to the game, and Kane look like he done seen a ghost. Like, wait a minute, you're supposed to be dead. And he ain't checked his messages yet. But because the dude that sent the message was the GTG boys, not Kane. At first, I thought it was Kane that was in correspondence with him, but it wasn't Kane. Kane leaves and calls back that burner, and Tariq answers because he got it. And he don't, and Tariq is inside the game. I'm like, you don't hear all that? Tariq, you don't hear the game going on in the background? You don't know that this is Kane calling you or somebody that is in the building? Anyway, Kane know what's up. And so then he gets a text message from the GTG boys with that picture. And, so now they after him because they think that it was a setup. Then we see Effie. she gets the text from Tariq, he can't come, and she say F you. And on her way out, she run into Brayden and his sister. And, she asked, you got any more of that blow? And Brayden is like, so you the one sold it? And she's like, oh yeah, me and Tariq. So she ain't even keeping secrets no more. It's just, she just done threw Tariq all under the bus. So, of course, now Brayden, he's going to be mad at Tariq again. Zeke is at the club with his teammates, and Everett gets a call from Drew, and he gonna decline the call, just gonna screen his call. So Drew calls Zeke. Zeke is like, what up, cuz? Come on to the party. We at the club. Come on out. It's gonna be a good time. I got you. You gonna get in. They even pressure Everett to go and dance with these girls because, the groupies are around. Because, didn't I see you on TV? Didn't I see you today? And he like, yeah, you saw me and my teammates. Showed him some love too. Because he in a real committed relationship with his real woman. Child, please. Drew and Everett leave the club together, and Zeke and some of the other teammates, they leave together. And Zeke and his friends end up getting jumped by the GTG boys. Like, the dude come in there, like, oh, so you set me up. And, Zeke don't know nothing about what they do or anything like that. And he's about to shoot Zeke right in the knee. Right in his good knee, that he needs for this basketball stuff. And Drew and Everett, they, get there in the nick of time. And now Drew got to, show him what's what, because he beats him down. And is about to shoot him. And everybody's like, whoa, dang. Stall him out. It's okay. We ain't got to do all that. I'm all right. And so, Drew was like, shit, I was going to do it. Drew, he bout that life. Monet is mad at Drew. She ends up being mad at Drew for the whole situation because she doesn't know that this is all Kane's doing. She doesn't know anything about it, because Kane set all of this up to kill Tariq and all of that and got those GTG boys involved. But she blames it all on Drew, and Drew is like, it wasn't even me. She thinking that it's, some lovers quarrel or something like that. No, Monet. Drew ends up filling Kane in on what happened with Zeke. And of course, Drew is like, I ain't gonna tell Monet that it was you, but we're gonna have to figure something out. Cause you out here wilding. You doing a lot. And what I need you to do is go get them GTG boys. Like, finish them off for real, because they done tried it. And Drew is like, say less, I got you. But just don't tell Monet that, this was all me. Don't tell on me. Tariq calls Tasha and tells her, somebody tried to kill him. Of course, now she worried. Now she's like, no, you're going to tell me everything. And now, Lorenzo is in his room and gets a text from Tasha. They need to talk, and so she asks him that he ends up calling. He's like, now, wait a minute now. You just can't be reaching out to me when you want to. That ain't how this work. And she's like, no, enough. Forget all that. Who sent somebody to kill my son? And, because she's like, because are you the boss or is Monet the boss? What's going on there? She ends up telling him, listen, something happens to one of mine, I'm going to make sure that something happens to one of yours. So whatever y'all got going on, get it together. Because now somebody done came to try to kill my baby. Not even knowing it was her own son. Anyway, Monet is at home talking to Lorenzo, and then Drew comes in and he's like, was that about me? Nope, it was about Kane, because at this point they have had it with Kane, and whatever they did have with Kane is over and done with. It just is what it is. They are icing him out. He is out of the family. Kane cuts the power at the GTG spot, because they're going to let him go and handle that. But after that, he's out. But he go there and he cut the power. And he a real sniper. He got his silencer on. He come in, pew, 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 getting everybody, and everybody's just, oh, where is it coming from? Who's doing it? And I think he killed them all except for, the main guy, the main GTG guy, and tells him, yeah, now we partners. Now you gonna give me half of everything that you make, all of it. You gonna give me half of it. And that's that. Or you can die right here and right now like your friends. Hold on. Okay, Zeke. He runs to Carrie's house. He all in tears because he almost got killed. She, oh, come on in, baby. She let him on in. Kane goes to Monet goes to the house. And Diana answers the door. She crack it. Tears in her eyes. She's like, I can't let you in, bro. Can't let you in. You done took it too far. You took it too far. Monet says that you are no longer welcome here. I can't let you in. And so she give him a wad of cash. Like, listen, get out of here and go do better about yourself. I love you. And I know that was hard to do because it's your brother. But that was the end of that. When he walks away, he looks up and sees Monet standing in the window, and she just closed the curtains. He spit on the curb and gone on by his business. So, yeah, he going to be a mess. He is going to be a mess because he going to be after her and everybody involved, so she only creating a monster, a bigger monster, because he had already started to go off the rails. Brayden is at home gaming when Tariq comes in, and of course he's mad at him, so he ain't really giving him nothing but dust. And he tells him, I don't even know. They don't even sit there and talk long. Brayden just say what he got to say and rolls out because he's not doing Tariq right now. And Tariq calls Effie. She don't answer. Jabari's in his office. And of course, he browsing. He all in Tariq business. Looked up his parents and everybody. And so now he's looking up course correct. And he downloaded it. So he about to really see how it all works. Will he turn him in, or what's he gonna do? Because he knows it's Tariq. He gotta know. He gotta know that's Tariq. Tariq meets with Monet, and Monet tells him, Kane was, we iced him out. He's the one that put a hit on you, and for that reason, he's done. We're done with him. You don't have to worry about him. That's my son, though, so don't be going after him. And so because she's like, if he comes back at you, do what you got to do. You got to protect yourself. But don't let me find out that you out here looking for him. And if I find out that you out here looking for him, to hurt him, I'm going to come find you and I'm going to kill you. So, are we good? They good. And he say he got it. She say he need more work. She on deck. So, they back in business with the weed and the pills and all of that. So, I gotta watch the next one and I'll be back. I'm gonna put this one up though, and I'll come back for the latest episode. But be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.